I can barely see the screen. We are out here building fence. But today is July 5th.
Fifth, yeah.
We have officially been on our homestead full time
2 days.
today, 1 year. It's been a fast year, ain't it?
Went by quick, yeah.
Yep, went by quick. I didn't give nobody any prompts, so if anybody sees this, they can jump on there. I'm just sitting here holding the camera in my hand. I barely can see the screen, so you guys will have to excuse me if I don't see the comments. But what have we got accomplished in a year? We had the little camper there. We've got 2 tents that are coming apart. We got 2 tents. We have a workshop that's pretty close to being finished. It's really close. We'll be able to use it here for too long. We got another camper. We've got roads established. We got our fence lines clean. What else? Yep. We've had pigs. We've had livestock on there on the homestead. We got chickens.
What chicken?
And just learning the ins and outs of the country is a big thing. Learning the neighbors and meeting people and getting established in the communities, a really big deal. What else? What else have we done other than that? We tried to grow some raspberries, but
They died.
they died. Maggots got them. I had never seen maggots got that. We do have a willow tree that's doing really good.
And a blackberry bush. Blackberry.
We got a little small blackberry bush. It's doing real good. Yep. And that's about it on the homestead, huh? We got a lot of
Put some
plans.
solar up.
We did. We do have a small solar system up. It's working really good. We got internet, but right now I'm having issues with it, which is not uncommon from what I've heard. Viasat it's slow anyway, which I don't mind if it's slow, as long as I can upload videos with it. But I can't do that right now. I have no upload speed. The download speed's really good though. We set it is kind of nice because we would click on something and then nothing. Now we have the internet. We can turn it on and good to go. I don't know if anybody's saying anything. Can you see the?
I'm on there.
You know, nobody's saying nothing.
Then.
Nothing. We've done a bunch of jobs off the homestead, but we cut 30 cords of wood off the dead wood off the homestead last year. That got us through the winter. And we needed to get that thinned out. We've thinned out a lot around the place to keep rodents back and just as a fire hazard, to clear out a fire hazard. But 1 year down, it seems like yesterday we were pulling in there.
Yeah.
Getting that big camper was a big deal. It is a lot more comfortable than that little camper. That little camper, whew, that was rough, y'all. A winter in that thing was rough. You were either outside or you was in a cracker box.
Well, it is warmer. It was warm in that camper.
Yeah,
during the winter.
It is warm in that camper. The furnace in that camper works real well. I will have to say that.
Yeah.
But we've got a lot of plans for this year. Hopefully, this next coming year, our fiscal year, we've got earth bag cellar we want to do. We've got to finish the workshop. We've got to get more solar. We want to take and cover one of the tents. We call tents carport, garage, whatever you want to call it. I want to cover one of those in metal and get a concrete slab down, so I can have a permanent type workshop to work on stuff, especially in the winter. It's hard to do anything outside. You can't do anything. The other workshop is going to be more like a craft studio type thing. Somebody said something.
Have you moved into the new camper?
Kinda halfway. We sleep in there.
Yeah,
We
we do sleep in there.
we got a really nice bed in there. We that was one thing. We got a brand new stove. There's one thing we
A
did.
full size
Full
stove.
size stove. It's just sitting in the workshop. Um, and we got a really nice bed. We haven't had too many new beds, and this bed's pretty nice. It's a, what do they call it? Memory memory foam. Hugs around your body. I don't have as many body aches when I sleep on it. Haven't got the camper 100% yet. I've still got to trim some and find out
The stove.
if the stove works or not. I
Or
haven't.
the refrigerator.
We don't know if either one of those work. Stove or the refrigerator. We haven't had it hooked up yet. We've got to up our solar so that we can run the refrigerator, and then we'll have that. That's what we're working towards. That's kind of the top of our list. We're kind
Hmm.
of that's the very top. All the other stuff we're just doing. We've got the material there to do it, but we just haven't
Had time.
have the time to do it. And when you're trying to balance working off the homestead and working on the homestead, right now we're working off the homestead, so we don't have time to do it. And we're it's hot.
Hmm.
It's hot. We have been having overcast days and rain. We're getting a lot of rain, thank God, because it was getting really dry. Our trees, you could tell it. There was getting some brown spots on them.
Hmm.
Now we've been getting rain every evening a little bit. Even over the weekend we had some rain, so it was really nice. It's really helped out the trees. Hopefully it'll keep on raining all the way through monsoon
Yeah.
season.
We didn't have to water our trees or
Nope,
plants, flowers.
they've been doing really good on that.
Hmm.
So we're kind of half in the camper, half down in the other camper. We still cook down in the small camper because I don't have the stove figured out yet. Somebody else said something. I don't know who. What.
Jewel says hello.
Hey sis,
Hmm.
we'll see.
I haven't got that yet.
I haven't got it either. It went away. Hopefully we're not. Can you all hear us okay? Everything going
Yeah, that's fine.
good? Okay. So we got a lot of plans still yet for the coming year, but I think we've come a long way. I think we've got a lot done. Um, we've went through a lot of cars. This country's hard on vehicles. There it is. What does it say? Loud
Loud
and
and
clear.
clear.
Okay.
Pull it
Uh,
up.
hmm?
I can see it right here.
Oh, you can see it. Okay.
Sure, didn't know you had a monsoon season.
Yep. We generally it starts. They say it starts July 15th.
It started
But it
earlier.
started early this year. We've already had the other night, and I say this, and people go, well, particularly in people in wet areas, they're like, well, that ain't nothing. It rained for 4 hours the other night, which is pretty cool out here when it don't rain very much at all. Pretty cool stuff. We sat there, laid there in bed, and listened to the rain. It was awesome. Uh,
Wake up cloudy,
yep.
then the sun comes out.
During the heat of the day, it's pretty hot.
Then about what 3, 4 o'clock,
3 or 4 o'clock, it starts
it
cooling
gets
off.
cooling off. It gets cloudy, and then it starts raining,
Yep.
sprinkling.
It's a it's a good time right now. And that's why I like the mountains. We have pretty decent temperatures. There was one week where it was really bad.
Hmm.
That was what 2 weeks ago.
Yep,
It was
2 weeks.
100 degrees every day, and it just seemed like we wasn't gonna get no relief. And then
Very
now it gets
cool.
hot during the day. It'll be 90, 99, but then it's not for about 3 or 4 hours,
Hmm.
and then it
Cools back
it,
down
it
again.
cools back down. So weather's been really good. We've got this. We're probably what halfway done with this project.
Hmm.
Pretty close. Um, we're out here working in the rock. If y'all seen our social media, you know what we're dealing with. It's took me about 2 hours to get a post
One
hole
hole.
in. That's why I'm sitting down right now. I'm already tired.
Yes.
We had a good weekend over the 4th of July.
Hmm.
Visited family, and it was really good time. And we're back at it. First thing this morning, back out here working away.
Did Concho get rain? I guess it's rain.
Yeah, it's been. Concho's kind of a weird place. It doesn't rain as much here as it does on the high ridges.
Mm-mm.
A little bit. It looks like it right here where we're at. We're on the upper side of the Concho Valley, I guess is what they call it, and it kind of rains all the way around us
Yeah.
here. And at the house, it's been pouring rain, but we're higher than we are here.
Sholo in our place, we get a lot of
Yeah,
rain.
Sholo gets a lot of rain. It can be pouring down the rain in Sholo. You come Concho, nothing. You go to
Hmm.
our house and it's been raining. The other night we were worried because we left all the windows open. It rained. There was water in the ditches, which is not something we see all that often. So
Hmm.
we got quite a bit of rain really quick. Really nice. Some people have asked us, um, when are you going to grow stuff? And I've got questions on social media and stuff like that. We're trying to get our infrastructure first. I see a lot of people who move out here and they want to grow a garden, they want to do all this stuff, and it's a lot of wasted effort because they don't put up fences, number one, and then number two, they're not established enough to be able to handle it all. Um, if you have a garden, you've got to have somewhere to store that stuff.
We don't have
I don't
anything.
have a cellar yet. Somebody said something.
Do you live in Concho?
No, we live in what is known as the Witch Wells area. Um, and the reason they call it Witch Wells is because they actually
Which
witched that well, I guess with either peach tree or something like that.
probably.
And they drilled the well there, and it's a pretty good well. It's been there for a long time.
In which wells we don't have water.
We don't have water in Witch Wells. We don't have water. We carry our
We
water.
haul water.
That's another thing we want to do. We want to put some gutters on the workshop. But like I said, I see people get in a hurry, and the best thing you can do is get your infrastructure together. Um, so far, we've done really good.
Hmm.
We've been hauling water. We don't use that much water in all reality. When the horses was there, when Anna and Isaac was there, they bought their own place. They actually live in Concho,
Yeah, not too far from
not
here.
too far from right here. Um, they hauled a lot of water, but we don't use that much water. We've got one pig still left. We sold all the piglets, and we've got two chickens that lay eggs every day. And during the summer, we don't eat all that many eggs. Somebody said something.
Jules says, one step at a time.
Yep. Get our infrastructure together, get our cellar together, get our water thing together, and then
Yeah.
when you move into an area that has been primarily occupied by wildlife, if you don't have a presence there, they'll move into everything you have. We still fight with rodents. They
Hmm.
get in our cars.
Yeah. This
Uh,
park ditch.
if you
Well,
don't have the hood up on it,
yeah.
they'll climb right in the
They
motor.
make a nest.
I've got a mouse right now in my van's heater. I turn on the heater. I'm gonna have to take the heater out of it and
Ew.
get a mouse. I know it's a mouse because it stinks. So I've got that to do. But it's just from the van sitting there. We don't drive it much. It's more of a storage unit than it is a van. We drive it around on the homestead. So, but we're we want to get our infrastructure. That's big thing.
Hmm.
Cellar. That way, when we get everything we need, we've got power. We've got a place to store stuff, and we've been there long enough that we've kind of pushed the rodents and the stuff back. Boomer does a really good job. But last night he was hunting rodents.
He was eating, what was
He
it?
was eating cicadas last night.
Yeah.
We had some cicadas flying around, and they come out at night because it's cool. And he was chasing them around to eat. But he chases rodents. I don't think he don't eat them, but he chases them off. So he keeps the place pretty well cleared of
We don't see. We haven't seen a snake or
no snakes.
no snakes on our place.
We've seen a few mice,
Yeah.
rodents, but he keeps everything kind of pushed back. So He's really good about that. A good dog is worth a whole lot on a homestead.
Hmm.
And I want to get some more, but not not right now.
Jewel says put Irish Spring soap in them. Will keep mice at bay.
Oh, okay. I know it works for flies. I didn't know it.
Work
I,
for
I
mice
didn't know
too.
if it worked for mice. Wow, we need to try that.
Ooh, about to lose the
About to
cherries.
lose cherries. We've been eating cherries out here on a hot day. We don't eat a heavy lunch. We'll eat fruit, melon, cherries, just snack,
Grapes, yeah.
grapes, stuff like that. That's it's just too hot to take and eat heavy. We'll eat a good breakfast, and generally we eat a good supper.
Hmm. Yeah.
But we're looking forward to the coming year and getting some of these other projects started. I have a hard time finishing projects. I It's the little finishing details like this last video I just put out.
Hmm.
It's super hard for me to do those little details, particularly when I could be outside doing something else. Um,
He'll start one and then he'll quit. He'll start another one. So
you know,
he's got a lot of
I
projects
got
that he's
a lot of
started.
little projects started that I ain't finished up yet.
Squirrel.
The trim in the camper needs to be finished. What's somebody say?
What's your temperature today?
It's probably in the 90s, 90 degrees probably,
Hmm.
about 90. Yeah, it's not so much the like trimming out the rest of the camper. It's that's not hard. It's I have to break out every tool I own from the van to do a little bitty job, and that's 2 hours. That's an hour dragging it out and an hour putting it back for 15 minutes of work. I'm like, it wears me out some days.
It's a family trait, Jewel says. Squirrel.
Squirrel. I've got 3 solar projects started. The one is it's we're using it.
Yeah.
I'll say that about it. Um, it works fairly decent. It's helped.
Yeah.
It's helped us run our internet and stuff. We don't keep everything turned on. We shut it off when we're not there. That's why we don't have the refrigerator running yet. We've got to get more power
Yeah.
and buying all the components and everything, and it's just a little harder to do when you're trying to balance a budget. And you really have to take and budget. I tell people this when they move out here, you have to budget because you have to think about the the winter. The winter is super long. It's super cold, and a lot of people that have been out here this last year, they thought, oh, this ain't too bad. It's like they ain't seen a winter yet. It can get really bad really quick. So you really got to budget for the winter. You got to have propane. You got to
Fuel.
have fuel. You've got to have all that stuff because there's a lot of days that
You can't do
no
anything.
solar, you can't go anywhere, and on those days you have to stay inside, so you have to stay warm, so you have to have heat. Um, we do have the workshop with the
With
wood stove
stove.
in there. It's a little bit too big for that little area. It gets hot in there quick. We've got to take and find something that's a little smaller for that workshop. Love the stove. It's awesome. At least if worst comes to worst, we can cook and stay
Hmm.
warm and stay out of the weather. That little cabin, little workshop, it really stays warm and cool. I'm really pleased with it, with the insulation that we have in it. How long have we been on here? I can't tell. 19 minutes. I can't even see the screen, you guys. Uh, it's outside. I can't even see it. Not that I could see it if I was inside.
Your
I'm
eyeballs.
about blind. I fight some days just to be able to drive and see.
Reconnecting.
Sorry, guys. You guys there? Can somebody tell me if we're live again? Are
You
we?
need sunglasses, Jewel.
Yeah, that would help. That would help. We try to do a project every month. That kind of helps us move forward. And I'm not. I see a lot of these people on YouTube, and maybe it's just the world in general. They are just rushing around. Hurry, let's get this project done. Let's get that project done. And me, I'm more of let's just take it easy. I like my mornings. I'll just be honest with you. I like my mornings sitting and drinking coffee and reading a book, studying the Bible, um, kicking back for 3 or 4 hours. Really like that in the spring because it was still cool during the day. It didn't get hot, so I could sit 3 hours and drink coffee and
Read your book.
read a book and really decompress. It takes a long time. When we first came down there, I would fly into stuff and be all gung ho, but I've learned I can't be that way. I'm I'm not as young as I used to be. I'm kind of wore out. I tell people if I was a car, I'd be on a buy here, pay here lot.
Jules says slower pace wins the race.
Yeah, we just hope we finish.
Squirrel. Get off track.
Oh no, we take time and go fishing, and we've really enjoyed just being able to go slow and easy and stuff like that. Um, and that's why we moved down there.
Mm-hmm.
If I wanted to be, you know, if I wanted to take and have a whole lot and do a whole lot, I would be in the rat race, back in the rat race in town, and I don't want to be there. I don't want to do that. So if it takes us longer to accomplish what we want, at least I think we started early enough in life that now we've got. I hope I got 40 more years. Maybe if the Lord don't come back, I've got 40 years, and hopefully that's enough time to maybe in the next 20 we'll get the
Enjoy.
place set up to where we can operate. I hope it don't take 20 years, but you never know. At least we'll enjoy the journey. We won't be pushed. We won't be rushed. I think I enjoy the journey more than I do the end product. So
We get it done, you may say, all right, what are we going to do now?
let's sell it. Let's do it again.
I wouldn't be surprised at all.
Well, we can always build. That's the thing. We've always got something to build on the homestead. There's always
Hmm.
something to do. So,
Yeah.
um, but I really enjoy living out here. I think we're really where we're supposed to be, and at this time in our life, and I'm really enjoying it. We're able to be with friends and family. We don't have very many friends. We have family.
Yep.
But we're able to visit with them and take time, and we don't have to worry about bills. We don't have to worry about all the pressures of life and getting back to it. If we decide, hey, I want to take an extra day, we take an extra day.
Hmm.
Oh, we're going to go fishing today. We go fishing. Um,
Jewel,
that's
Jewel said, if you don't enjoy the journey, what's the use?
yeah, you get that right.
And
You get that
then Andrew says, happy belated 4th of July.
right. Yeah, it was good. We had a really good. We celebrated a nephew's birthday, watched the fireworks, hung out with family the next day,
Hmm.
yesterday, and
Yesterday.
got to see our sonny boy, and went to the movies and hung out with him. So it was good. It was
It
a it
was really good.
was a good day. Um, and when you don't have the pressures of life, I would recommend it to anybody that is looking to get out of the rat race and decompress their life. I would sell everything 10 times over. I would do it again. Move somewhere where land is cheap, live as simple as you can, and not have to worry about it. one of the things, we don't have lights, we don't hear sirens, we don't hear people
Mm-mm.
like that that TikTok that TikTok thing that's going around. Uh-oh, what? People.
I was all looking around. Andrew said it's hot here in Portland. Got to 116 last week.
That's what somebody was saying. A friend of ours, somebody we know. Um, they were saying they have people in Washington, and they were like 115 degrees in Washington
Good
State.
man.
Good Lord, that's hot. We don't have the humidity here.
No.
It was humid. What, Friday?
Yeah,
Friday it
'cause
was
it
humid. It
rained.
rained, and then it was humid, and it got kind of heavy. The air got kind of heavy, but hey,
But once you get in the shade, it's cool.
yeah, it can be 100 degrees here, and if you sit in the shade and the wind's blowing,
Mm-hmm.
you're cool.
Oh yeah.
You can't do that in humid areas. So I guess we recap. Um,
Andrew said that so far death toll to 80 from temperature.
wow, they're just not used to it, I guess.
Yeah.
They're not used to that heat up there. Um, nothing surprises me anymore. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if we get a flood this year. It's just the world's in kind of an upheaval. But best thing you can do is get as close to God as you can and live as simple as you can.
Any cooking shows coming?
Um, I don't know. Who said that?
Andrew.
Andrew?
Holly, I just wanted to get ready to take off, so I just wanted to say nice to meet you and hope to see you again.
All
All
righty,
right.
you be careful. Got the one of the owners are leaving here.
It says love your honesty and truthful to your channel.
We we might do some outdoor cooking. We've got this pig, and we're
Mm-hmm.
thinking about doing, before the kids go back to school, we're thinking about doing a pig in the ground. So we'll probably do that.
Because
Um,
their school, they start school the end of August.
yeah, into August.
So anytime the week before that, maybe.
We'll have everybody down to the homestead, cook a pig in the ground,
Yeah.
um, just have a camp out, maybe go fishing the next day.
Yeah, that would be good.
Um, Next time we catch fish, I'll show you guys how we grill it. We're planning on going fishing here as soon as we get this project done. We're going to go fishing again and hopefully catch some trout. We last time we caught some trout, and then the people that were right next to us on the bank, they gave us some more trout, and we that was
And we even gave
really good.
some away to our neighbor.
Yeah, we weren't able to eat it all.
No.
Gave it away to our neighbors.
Andrew said I've done javelina.
Javelina, yeah,
Javelina.
javelina. That we don't have them here as much. I mean, there's some around, but they're not as heavy as they are down south. And then if you go over into the mountains towards Flagstaff, we have a lot of them over there, but we don't have as many in this area.
Mm-hmm. Gail Southern Living says hello, High Desert Homestead.
Howdy.
Hi, Gail.
We're just kind of recapping our year. We've been on our homestead a year, and
Today
today, July 5th, last year
moved.
we moved full time. We had been coming and going and staying overnight and stuff like that, but we moved in full time. No no holds bar, no no recourse. We were in it to win it. We had no safety net. We moved out there, and we got a lot done over the winter. Just getting that workshop up,
That was fun.
it was fun. We got it dried in,
Mm-hmm.
got it to where, and we got it just in time. It was good. The kids got to camp out in it for most of the winter. They were able to use it,
Yeah.
so it come in real handy.
And they moved out there a month after we
Yeah,
lived on there.
yeah. We'd been there about a month or so, and they moved out there, and
Mm-hmm.
then a couple months after that, they brought the horses out there, and
Yeah.
it was fun having them there for a while. They got their own place now and building their own place,
Yeah.
which is, that's what you want to see your kids do. Um,
Congrats to 1 year, she said.
yeah,
Gail.
thank you, thank you. we think we've done a lot. Maybe we didn't do a lot by some people's standards, but um, we did what we could with what we had,
Yeah.
and we do more with less. So that's our motto. We do more with less, but we're enjoying it. Some people come out here and they say it's hard. We've had people come out here and they'll talk to us, contact us on social media. How do you guys do this and how do you guys do that? And this is so hard. It's a simpler way of life. Um, Maybe I don't have as high expectations as some people as far as living conditions go, but as long as I've got a place to sleep, something to eat, and I'm warm in the winter and somewhat cool in the summer,
Mhm.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
So we've always kind of lived the nomad type lifestyle. So uh, the church group, we've been going to a church here in the area
Local.
and
Yeah.
local, and we really like it. Really good group of people. They're going on a camping trip this week or
To
next week.
today.
Today they're leaving, going on a camping trip,
All week
and
today.
they was like, "Won't you guys?" I was like,
We camp every
"We
day.
camp every day. It's how we live. Wouldn't be a camping trip for us. When we camp, it's rough."
Here's what Andrew said.
Do you run the house by the? Do you run the house by the what?
Shanklin.
I don't know. I don't, Andrew, I'm not sure what you meant there, buddy.
Um.
Run the house by. It's what we have is a 12 by 16. It's basically a shed. In Apache County, you can have any 12 by 16 as long as it's a shed and you don't live in it. It's just a workshop, so it's within as long as you're within 200 square feet, you're good to go in Apache County. So we're just basically camping out.
Andrew said, "Does your wife run the house by the sandal?" Off-grid Patriot said, "Awesome job, guys. You're setting a good example and putting out helpful info."
Well, that's what we want to do anyway, brother. I want to put something out there that's going to help people that want to do this,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe they can learn something from our channel. Some stuff I
From
put
our
up,
mistakes and make it easier.
yeah, I do make some mistakes, and maybe if I make some mistakes, other people won't have to.
Yeah.
But it's that's what I want to do with our channel is put something out there that'll help folks and let people know that we are available to um, to help also. And we've got a lot of resources. We know a lot of people that live off grid. We know, and that's what we do. I don't know if you guys seen our social media post this weekend. We do off grid consultations, and it's more of a community type effort than it is anything else. I don't know everything, but I know what I know, and I know it works. And when it don't work, I go find the answers, and it that's how I learned. And if people can learn from the mistakes I've made and the things that I've done, so much the better.
Yeah.
Um, that's what it's all about.
Mike Mike Allred says, "Man, it's been a year."
Yeah, been a year, brother.
And Jeff says, "She smacks Big Daddy around." LOL. Shirley says, "Where did you live previously?"
Um, we were living in Tennessee or New Mexico by way of Tennessee or Tennessee by way of New Mexico.
Well, we lived in Tennessee for about 20, almost 20
Almost
years.
20 years.
And we moved
Moved to
to
Arizona
Arizona
and
in
then
18.
2018.
We lived there
And
off around in that area.
then we moved back to New Mexico for a little while.
Yeah,
We didn't live we might have lived in New Mexico a year altogether. We've had our place
our
since
homestead.
our homestead since
2000.
2000 February of 2019, I think, is when we bought it.
Hmm.
So we moved out in July of 2020. So
Yeah,
it's this year would have been we would have owned the place 2 years in February.
yeah.
So 2 years and I don't know however many months that is. Not
Five,
even about 2.5 years, I guess.
5.
2 years, 5 months
Hmm.
that we've owned the place. Um, and we did we got the camper down there, the small camper down there that summer that we bought it, and we did a few things. But over the winter, I did a lot of clearing, moved a lot of the tree lines. We're ready to put in fence.
Hmm.
Um, we just don't have time. We're like a mechanic. Uh, we can't fence our place.
Like mechanics.
Mechanic people go, it was mechanic owned. The car was mechanic owned. That is not a good sign. Because I'm just going to tell you, they drive junk. Their cars are never fixed. They're always working on somebody else's. And that's the way it is with us. We can't fence our place because we're always building fence on somebody else's place.
And then when we're home, we're like resting.
Yeah.
We just want to enjoy the day.
And I'm not, I mean, I'm not as young as I used to be. For the 20 years, it was almost 20 years that we lived in Tennessee. I worked hard. I worked a lot of hours, even before we. I
Hmm.
mean, even when I was doing a public job, I worked in security. I was building fence, training horses, working cattle. I mean, I was always working, and it just I'm just not in that big of a hurry to make make money.
Kathleen says, my motto at 68 will be there tomorrow. LOL. It's been a good year following your journey.
Thank you,
Thank you,
thank you.
Kathleen.
We really appreciate it. Um, we appreciate all of our subscribers, all the people that contact us, the comments.
Hmm.
Um, we just it blows me away. I've talked to people in Africa. I've talked to people in New Zealand. I've talked to people in Australia, the
Hmm.
UK. It blows me away that people would watch our lives. Um, and it's kind of humbling to think that people, take the time to
Hmm.
watch a video that I put together because I mean, I ain't the editor that Anna was doing all of our videos for a long time, and she was really good at it, and I'm still learning. I don't know all there is to know about editing, but I try to put together a good product that's not
You still
so
do a good job.
laborious, that you get bored with it, but it still has enough information that people can watch it and enjoy it.
Hmm.
And I always try to tell people we used to do our lives, if anybody has any questions or concerns,
Hmm.
comments, anything, you guys are more than welcome to contact us, email us. We are going to be making some changes in some of our product lines. Etsy has got pretty expensive, so I think we're going to do away with our Etsy shop. We
They're
are going to.
charging more, right?
They're charging more, and it takes longer to get our money. It seems like. So we're going to deal a little bit more direct with the people who want to order stuff. Um, we have a Venmo account, and I'm going to start putting everything just on our channel. Start uh, just letting folks know what we have, and then if somebody wants to order, we don't have a great lot of traffic
Right.
on there anyway. So if somebody wants to order something from us, chargers, we've got a new product that we'll be showing you here in a few weeks, maybe next week.
Hmm.
I've got to put some video together on it that I think will really help folks out with fencing. And if anybody's interested in that stuff, we're just going to go direct payment through Venmo and do that. That way I can direct ship to you, and I don't have to worry about jumping through a bunch of hoops to get you guys' orders to you. Um,
Kathleen says, I find you from Simple Life Reclaim. They love you both.
they are awesome. They're awesome young people. Um, Gary and Mel are
Yeah.
doing a bunch. I'm really proud of them. They did a lot in a little bit of time,
Yeah.
and really proud of them kids. They're something else. Always, there's some people you meet in life that regardless what direction you go in life, they're always close friends. You may not see them, you may not talk to them every day, you know, but there's a kinship there because you both have the same purpose, the
Hmm.
same goals,
Yeah, all
And
homesteaders should.
yeah, and they're just, I mean, we love them to death. They're and them kiddos,
And then kids, yeah.
all them kids, uh, love them to death. So thank you for coming over. Thank you for coming over. Well,
Anything
I
else?
guess I guess that's it, guys. We appreciate y'all for sticking around. We've got bigger plans, more plans. It takes me a little bit of time. Hopefully, I get this internet thing ironed out,
Straightened out, yeah.
and I can upload from the house, and we can do more lives. I really got some topics that love to cover. Just can't do it, and it's hard to be comfortable and talk when we're out here under a shade tree right now, and it's kind of
Right.
hot. And I'm holding this phone. My hand's cramping. Hopefully we can get it to where we can be inside and be cool at the house. So hopefully they get this internet thing squared away for us.
Straightened
So
out, yeah.
so we appreciate you guys.
Love you guys.
Love you guys. Remember, pray hard,
Stay
stay
strong.
strong.
Love you, Jewel.
Right on. Let's see if I can shut this thing on. My phone's getting hot.
Right on, Uncle said.
I can't shut it off.
I can see you on the screen.
How do I shut it off?